Television on YouTube at OGTV Abeokuta and on OGTV website on www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, check us on this platform X at Ogun TV, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download OGTV app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. President Bola Tinubu has said his administration will sustain the ongoing economic reforms for the benefit of Nigerians, with a greater focus on the inclusion of citizens and the empowerment to achieve more prosperity. The president, who was on a one-day official visit to Adamawa State, expressed happiness that the reforms were steadily yielding results across the country, with major transformation in many states, particularly in education, health, and infrastructure, and praised Governor Humiri Fintiri for delivering excellent service to the people. President Tinubu noted that the repositioning of the economy through the right policies enabled greater allocation to the states to carry out major projects that directly impacted people's livelihood. The president commended Governor Maru for effectively utilizing the allocation for the benefit of the people through the construction of roads and educational institutions, while applauding the governor for delivering tangible and socio-economically impactful projects. President Tinubu said an 8-lane road and an underpass that would ease mobility and stimulate commerce and modern high courts built by the government to strengthen the administration of justice. President Tinubu urged state government to channel more resources into the fight against poverty, particularly in improving the quality of education for children. Defense Minister General Christopher Musa has explained that the presence of United States military forces in Nigeria is for training and technological support. He spoke during the exclusive interview at the Ministry of Defense, popularly known as the Ship House in Abuja. According to the minister, both militaries were working together in certain areas in Bauchi State, adding that the federal government permitted their presence for that purpose. The minister assured Nigerians that the partnership was for a short term, stressing that there was an agreement guiding it. Also, the defense headquarters also announced the arrival of about 100 U.S. military personnel and associated equipment at Bauchi Airfield. The statement noted that the deployment was part of the deliberation between a working group engagement between Nigerian delegation and its U.S. counterpart. Meanwhile, Nigerian political landscape shifted as Vice President Kashim Shettima stood before a jubilant crowd in Kano to formally receive former Abba Kabir Yusuf into the All Progressives Congress, describing the move as more than a defection but a return to national relevance for one of Nigeria's most influential states. In speech laced with emotion and symbolism, Shettima portrayed Kano as a defining force in Nigerians' identity and direction. He called Kano an elegant expression of Nigerians' cosmopolitan soul, adding that the state welcomes every Nigeria, absorbs every accent, accommodates every ambition, and turns diversity into destiny. Looking ahead for the 2027 general election, Yuwal Tada urged party leaders in Kano to close the rank and avoid internal division. The national chairman of the APC describes Yusuf's return as a home calling the ruling party its natural political home. Empowering girls with tools to achieve an improved quality of life is an investment in the future of the nation. Raising young girls to become confident women who will lead businesses, transform healthcare, and build stable families was the central message delivered by the wife of the governor, Bamidele Abiodun, at the Chosen Vessel Empowerment Foundation program. Inkem Agu completes the report.
The Chosen Vessel Empowerment Foundation, in collaboration with the wife of the Ogun State Governor, Bamidele Abiodun, has launched an adolescent health and lifestyle choices among young people with accuracy and strong moral values to help people future leaders.
May I use this opportunity to once again invite all other well-meaning and blessed Nigerians, both at home and in the diaspora, to recognize the need to take personal responsibility in achieving the Nigeria we can all be proud of. While government is doing its part, we need more citizens to step forward and give back to society and the next generation.
Founder of the Chosen Vessels Empowerment Foundation, Debola Atoyebi, highlighted the organization's commitment in empowering young girls through education, advocacy, and community engagement. According to her, the initiative seeks to reduce teenage pregnancy, curb substance abuse, and build self-confidence amongst adolescents.
Ogun State gave me my roots. It gave me my identity. It gave me culture. It gave me the discipline and the grounding that formed the woman that is standing before you today.
Health experts at the event conducted interactive sessions offering guidance on nutrition, emotional intelligence, and peer pressure management. Beneficiaries also received educational materials and sanitary kits to support their personal development. The program underscores the state government's commitment to youth development and aligns with ongoing efforts to improve healthcare access and mentorship opportunities for young people. In Kem Agu, OGTV News.
All public and private primary and secondary schools, as well as government technical colleges in Ogun State, will proceed on midterm holiday for the second term of the 2025-2026 academic session from Thursday 19th February to Friday 20th February 2026. In a statement signed by the Commissioner of Education, Science and Technology, Professor Bayameri Babu, Open Day will be observed by both public and private primary and secondary schools on Wednesday 18th February 2026. Academic activities are expected to resume on Monday 23rd February 2026. Parents and guardians are advised to take adequate care of their wards during the holiday period. The ministry appreciates the continued cooperation of stakeholders in the education sector. The Ogun State Teaching Service Commission, TESCOM, has scheduled a two-day workshop for selected principals, vice principals, and teachers in public secondary schools across the state. A statement signed by the Permanent Secretary in the Commission, Mr. Akintom Nwashibudu, stated that the workshop comes up on Wednesday 18th and Thursday 19th February 2026. The statement indicated that the event will hold at the June 12 Cultural Center, Kutwa, Abeokuta, with the theme, One Vision, One Theme, Driving Excellence Through Unified Leadership and Management. The statement enjoined participants to be steady by 8 in the morning. Ogun State House of Assembly Committee on Public Accounts and Anti-Corruption has continued with the consideration of the year 2024 Auditor General's report on state ministries, departments, and agencies, with a commendation to the State Primary Health Development Board on stride recorded leading to improved healthcare service delivery across the state. The committee members, chaired by Honorable Damilare Bello, gave the commendation while playing oath to the management of the board led by its Executive Secretary, Dr. Elijah Okoshola. Kolawole Osho's report is presented in this package.
Considering the financial records of the State Primary Health Development Board, Chairman Committee on Public Accounts and Anti-Corruption, Honorable Damilare Bello, acknowledged that the board has strengthened healthcare service in the grassroots, admonishing it to do more on staffing and career progression of the health personnel manning the primary health facilities. The committee later directed the board to submit its updated fixed asset register, provide supporting document on some of its capital expenditure lines like other equipment, and ensure proper and up-to-date store records. The committee had earlier considered the audit report on the State Ministry of Budget and Planning, led by its Permanent Secretary, Mr. Ahmed Adetono, after which the committee directed the ministry to submit supporting document on the balance of funds in its account for the Conditional Grant Transfer Scheme for 2011 and 2012, and an updated fixed asset register showing computers purchased over the years, amongst others. On its part, the State Public Work Agency, OGPWA, led by the Director of Planning, Research and Statistics, Engineer Bola Onokoya, was directed to resubmit an updated financial records for the year under review and forward its fixed asset register to the committee in due course for further scrutiny.
In a rare moment of religious alignment in 2026 as Ramadan and Lent coincide, the member representing Abeokuta North, Obafemi Owode and Odeda Federal Constituency, Olumide Oshoba, has organized an empowerment program for youth and vulnerable residents in the constituency. The initiative, tagged Renewed Hope Ramadan Lent Youth Giveaway, was described by the lawmaker as part of efforts to deepen grassroots development and support the Renewed Hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Adeji Tomori Oluwumi reports.
The year 2026 marks a rare spiritual convergence, with Muslims observing Ramadan and Christians in Lenten season at the same time. In the spirit of sacrifice, love and reflection that define both periods, Honorable Olumide Oshoba organized an empowerment program for constituents across Abeokuta North, Obafemi Owode and Odeda. The lawmaker says the gesture demonstrates its commitment to delivering the dividends of democracy to the grassroots, particularly the youth.
Our president is working day and night to revive the economy. The economy is rebounding. Our message for people is to have hope in him. He knows what he's doing and is working day and night for the people.
Party leaders, youth coordinators and other stakeholders commended the initiative, describing it as timely and impactful. They urge the beneficiaries to make judicious use of the items received to improve their livelihoods.
Honorable Olumide Oshoba, he has been representing us very well. He's a proto, first among equal. You can hardly go to any wards in the 3 local governments making the federal constituency. Every ward you feel his impact.
He's been doing this every time, and we believe we have nothing to tell him that we just continue to pray for him. May God Almighty continue to be with him, because he's a very great representative.
Some of the beneficiaries express appreciation to the lawmaker for what they describe as quality representation at the Green Chamber.
This is the first time the youth constituency of a party will be recognized to this extent. And I want to appreciate Mr. Project. It's not just by mouth saying Mr. Project has been doing a wonderfully well representing our federal constituency.
I'm into tailoring, so at least for this generator, I can be using it in my shop for my so that to boost my business. I really appreciate him.
The empowerment program, themed Renewed Hope Ramadan Lenten Youth Giveaway, benefited youth, persons living with disabilities, and other vulnerable groups within the constituency. Ayodeji Tomori Oluwumi, OGTV News.
The only month of Ramadan is known as a period of mercy, forgiveness, and salvation, with Muslims encouraged to increase good deeds and extend kindness to others. In Abeokuta, residents of Abeokuta South converged on the Ake Palace ground for the second edition of the Onje Atoba Igba Ramadan lecture and free food package, organized by the member representing Abeokuta South State constituency at the Ogun State House of Assembly, Honorable Lukman Atoba Tele. Kolawole Osho's report is presented in this package again.
Ramadan is regarded as a sacred month of mercy, forgiveness, and salvation in Islam, a time devoted to fasting, prayer, and charity. In preparation for the spiritual exercise, Muslims and residents of Abeokuta South gathered at the Ake Palace ground for a special Ramadan lecture tagged Onje Atoba Igba Ramadan Lecture and Free Food Package, now in its second edition. The convener, Honorable Lukman Atoba Tele, says the program focuses on spiritual growth and charity, urging participants to reflect on the deep meaning of fasting and devotion during the holy month.
Most people want to fight, but they don't have things to put on their table. And that's why I thought about it, that they should come here today, they should listen to good sermon on what to do during the month of Ramadan, and even after Ramadan. And that's why I felt it upon myself that, okay, let me, in a token way, let me do this so that I can use it to reduce the pains they are going through in getting food items on their table.
Delivering the keynote address, Chief Imam of Abadiya Mosque, Abeokuta, Sheikh Abdulatif Ismail, emphasizes that Ramadan goes beyond abstaining from food and drink, noting that it is a period of strengthening one's relationship with Almighty Allah through prayers and righteous living. He also highlights the importance of charitable giving, describing it as a vital component of fasting period.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded human being, especially we Muslims, to invest in people's life, to improve people's life. Let Allah's mercy go to people through your hand. Search your mind and ask yourself how many people are thanking you every day for what you did for them yesterday. Everything we have in this life will be perished except what we have done to improve people's life.
The Islamic scholar urges faithful to cultivate the habit of daily recitation of the Quran and sustained prayer as pathway to spiritual renewal. As part of activities marking the lecture, Honorable Atobatele distributes food items to vulnerable families to ease the burden of fasting during the month. Beneficiaries describe the initiative as timely and uplifting.
Very generous, very accommodating. I appreciate him very much. 2027, he should be the person who we should vote for in Consensus 1.
Dignitaries at the event, including Chief Owolabi Mustafa and Dr. Museddiq Fadeyi, commend the lawmaker for his consistent support for the less privileged and pledge continued collaboration in community-focused program.
Nigerian consumers have been charged to assist in the efforts of the federal government to reduce import dependency in order to grow the economy. The Group Executive Director of Dangote Group, Alhaja Fatima Aligo Dangote, made this call at the 15th Gateway Trade Fair in Abeokuta while introducing more products and services of the conglomerate. However, this will witness the Dangote Group Day at the fair.
Is not only a brand but a legacy, from cement manufacturing to oil and gas, agriculture and haulage and logistics.
For pre-wedding list, without salt, the wedding list will not be complete. Salt is even the #1 item in the wedding. That's every year.
So in this way, especially on the environment, green energy, we have started CNG pump trucks, and in the future we will be EV electric vehicle as well. For some of us, we like a baby like this, that we like starch. I'm not totally stable.
Dangote has become so strong, reliable, and trusted by households across Nigeria and elsewhere.
We talk about sugar too is available, and we talk about fertilizer is there, down truck, our sino trucks is also there to ensure that the economy is running.
President Ogun State Chambers of Commerce, Mines and Agriculture, Lion Rafiu Bemini Oshiemi, reiterated that there is a whole lot of lessons to be learned from the Dangote Group.
The presence and continued support of the Dangote Group reinforces the importance of public-private partnership in driving economic diversification, improving infrastructure, and enhancing value chain development across critical sectors.
Mr. Babatunde Mabogunje is the Regional Director, Lagos Ogun Dangote Cement PLC. He represented the Group Executive Director, Hajia Fatima Aligo Dangote, at the special day for the group and posited that from affordable sugar, salt, and rice to logistic and building materials and farm.
Creating more jobs, and we are bringing, we can see that dollars is falling, because instead of what you need to go and purchase dollars to buy, you get it here in Nigeria.
Akintomide commended Dangote Group for its unwavering commitment to excellence in a competitive market space.
We continue to put unwavering commitment to excellence, innovation, and innovation building. From cement to sugar to salt to
tap into opportunities.
You all recall that during my visit to Ogun camp at the Games Village, I expressed my commitment to rewarding dedication, discipline, and excellence.
True to his promise, officials and key stakeholders in the sports sector. The governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, represented by the head of